Mill Health Centre, may I help you? I'm afraid it's emergency appointments only this morning. I have Dr. Clay and Dr. Woodson available from 5 p.m. onwards. Dr. Fenton isn't here. Well, I'm sure you do, but he's on a conference. That's 5:15 with Dr. Clay. Thank you.
Does anyone know how the conference is going?
Afraid not.
I spoke to Dr. Fenton briefly last night. He was very non-committal, so I didn't press him for the details.
Is that what you're telling everybody, that he's at a conference?
Oh, better a little white lie than wholesale bad publicity for the practice, don't you think?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
No doubt you get the lie of the land at some point today.
Well, you know, I don't think that's going to be much of a comfort, because this is actually going to be the first time that I've seen Daniel since all that...
You'll be fine.
You will, you know.
George! Thought you went into surgery this afternoon.
No, just flying visit to collect some paperwork. How was your holiday?
Oh, it was lovely. It was fine. Thanks. I had a lovely time. How did it go at the GMC yesterday?
Oh, good, good. I want to hear all about it this afternoon.
I might not be here.
Well, you won't be at the hearing all day, will you?
To be honest, I don't actually know. Oh, I wish this was a duvet day. Well, you know, when you stay in bed all day, pull the duvet over your head.
Hi, it's me.
Hi, how are you?
Good. Listen, are you up for a talk? Discuss things properly. I think maybe it's time.
Really? The silence has been deafening, Jimmy.
I'm home all morning.
This morning?
No time like the present?
Right, well, I'll see you as soon as I can.
See you then.
Bye.
Right, what was that little testosterone building session with my husband yesterday all about then?
Ronnie was just offering a helping hand to a fallen comrade.
And what kind of game have you got going on here?
Oh, come on, nothing happened. There's no games, George.
Right, we'll leave him alone in the future then.
Well, don't you think that'll make things worse?
How?
Ronnie's not stupid. He'll think some things are up if I start avoiding him.
Not if you're tactful about it, he won't.
Can you do the same thing? When you're under the spotlight, he starts asking, so what's wrong with Nick?
Oh, I'll just tell him you're focused on getting out of your chair.
And what if he offers to help me with that?
You leave me to sort out my marriage. Don't get involved.
Julia Parsons.
Julia, it's Ronnie.
Hi, Ronnie. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good. I am on the scrounge for a big favour, though.
Go on.
It's our anniversary next week, and I'd like to surprise George with a couple of days away.
Oh, that's lovely. You know, that is so romantic. I thought you'd had your anniversary, though.
Yeah, it's a different kind of anniversary.
Oh.
So, anyway, it'll mean that she can't be at work.
Well, that's not a problem. I think she's got some holiday due anyway. You leave it with me.
Morning.
What happened to you? You were up and out of the house before I had time to finish my shower.
Did you think I'd done another runner?
Well, nothing like that.
No, I just wanted to get out of the house, clear my head. I thought the walk here would do me good.
Right. Well, I wish you told me, that's all.
We were just discussing what we'd seen yesterday, and I was just telling Daniel that, provided we know exactly what to expect from Ray Palmer's evidence, Shay can't spring any surprises on us.
Yeah, and because he's already spoken to the hearing, Tom thinks it might weaken her case if she decides to recall him.
Well, make her look a bit disorganized, you know.
But if Ray's got nothing more to say against you, then that's not going to happen anyway, is it?
Oh, sure. No, you know all there is to know concerning Ray.
Then there's nothing to worry about.
I'm not worried.
That's the spirit. Right, well, I think we've got time for a quick coffee before we tee off.
Don't look so concerned. We're over the worst of this.
Are we? Well, I'd just as soon take a more cautious approach. It doesn't do to be overconfident.
You look well,
Blooming.
given the circumstances.
Look, I know this has all been a bit of a shock. It took me ages to get my head around it.
I'd like to try and sort this out. Move forward together.
Teamwork.
Well, it's like you said, it's better we know than to waste time trying to second-guess each other. Got responsibilities now. Coffee?
Yeah.
George!
Nothing to say, Nick.
Come on, hear me out. I spent yesterday coming to the realisation he really loves you. So I don't want to be the one who destroys her. And however you decide to handle this with Ronnie, it's not going to be easy.
Look, for the last...
Ronnie talked a lot. He's got something planned for next week.
What?
A trip for you two. So try and act surprised when he tells you.
Nice. Thanks, Nick. Another little secret just between you and me that I can't share with Ronnie. Would you stop meddling?
It's not meddling if you're trying to help your friend.
If you want to help a friend, stay out of my marriage. Excuse me?
So, now you've had time to get used to the idea of being a father, what do you think?
I'm not sure I have yet.
Is it such a terrible thing, though?
It's not that. It's just the not knowing, and then suddenly it's happened, and that's it.
Yeah, I know, but is there ever a really right time to start a family? You know, you always think, well, we've done that, we've achieved this, and...
Then you start thinking, have I left it too late?
Well, I've never really had a big conversation with myself about it.
But the thought was there.
I think it's always there for a woman.
When exactly did you stop taking the pill?
It wasn't a totally conscious decision.
But at some point you must have decided to stop taking it. Which says you planned this.
Sounds cold-blooded. I never really discussed it, though, did we?
No.
Look, it wasn't a question of I must get pregnant. It was more like, is that the worst thing I did if it happened?
So you saw it as a chance to get what you wanted?
Of what I wanted with you. You must know how much you mean to me.
Not really. I don't know if you've done this out of love or convenience. Which am I, your lover or just the first sperm donor to walk along since your clock started ticking?
Take a seat at the table, please.
So, we're ready to continue, Miss Shea?
Thank you. First, I'd like to apologise to the panel for not bringing Miss Julia Parsons' testimony before now, but she has been unavailable.
Very well. On you go.
I swear that the evidence I am about to give will be the truth and nothing but the truth.
Miss Parsons, could you tell us what your position is at the Mill Health Centre?
I'm a partner and the practice manager.
So one of your responsibilities is human resources?
Yes.
How and when did Dr. Granger first come to your attention?
That was last July. We were short-staffed and we needed a reliable locum, and Dr. Granger, put himself forward for the post.
He knew about the job through Dr. Fenton, another practice partner.
This is all established fact.
Quite.
Very well. Dr. Granger quickly proved himself how?
He seemed a confident and capable GP.
No doubt in your mind?
No, none.
Could you go over the matter of Dr. Granger's references? One was from his uncle, Dr. Fenton, and the second was from someone called Barnaby Harris, known to you as Barney?
Yes.
Who in fact turned out to be a friend of Dr. Granger's, posing as a GP. You accepted his reference as legitimate? correct?
Yes.
And you checked the referees?
I followed procedure exactly. I did everything I could.
And found nothing untoward?
No, nothing.
Does this now seem evidence to you of exactly how devious Dr. Granger is capable of being?
This is hardly worthy of opposing counsel.
Yes, stick to the facts, please, Miss Shea.
Miss Parsons, is it not a fact that soon after joining the practice, Dr. Granger asked you for an advance on his salary of £5,000?
Yes, he did.
Which you gave to him just before he absconded from the practice. And you felt on safe ground to hand over money this way?
Dr. Granger had proved himself a competent team member.
And how do you feel about him now?
Again, I must point out that this hearing is concerned with facts, not feelings, Miss Shea.
I'll rephrase that.
There's no need. I saw Dr. Granger's actions as the worst kind of betrayal, both of my trust and of his working relationship within the practice.
In your professional opinion, do you think these actions have damaged the reputation of the mill?
In my opinion, yes.
Thank you, Miss Parsons.
I don't think anyone here could doubt how protective you are about the reputation of the Mill Health Centre and its staff. And we can appreciate how any potential damage to its integrity could leave you feeling upset and angry.
Well, I think when confidence is lost in any sector of the healthcare industry, it can take a very long time to rebuild it, if at all.
So can you, in turn, appreciate, now that you can see the bigger picture, how much pressure Dr. Granger was under from the threats of this violent loan shark? He had already suffered physical abuse, and his betrayals, as you put it, were the actions of a desperate man backed into a corner rather than a calculated, premeditated plan to deceive and swindle.
He had a choice. I mean, why didn't he ask for help or go to the police?
Miss Parsons, valid as you feel these points may be, they're just speculation.
He used the people around him to hide his problems instead of trying to solve them. And as a result of that, he endangered the lives of 2 members of my staff. One of them was his own uncle.
And so I pick up the keys from the agency. Okay. Yep, will do. Thanks very much. Bye. Have you got the number for our usual sitter?
It's in the book under M for minding services.
Oh, that'll be why it's not under B for baby or S for sitter then.
Why do you want it?
Felt like eating out tonight.
I've got evening surgery.
When you get back?
Maybe.
Okay, I can tell when you're about to start chewing the furniture, so let's cut to the chase, shall we?
I'm fine.
She says, and I can barely hear over the sound of grinding teeth.
I told you I'm fine.